There's the boat, man.
Identical to the way it was when I had it.
It's amazing. Never would have thought.
Previously on Operation Yellow Submarine.
Look at that.
Found it.
Arrived at Merlin Johnson's home.
It's Van Halen! It's just idle!
Lake Havasu. Today is the day that we show the owners their boat. I don't think they know that it runs.
Yeah, I don't know what they know exactly.
Yeah. We're about to head over to Merlin's house.
I'm excited just to go check the boat out. Last
Yeah.
time I seen it, it was basket case.
It was in shambles.
It was stripped, no motor, no nothing, had a hole in the bottom of it. See and get the owners here.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Look at that view.
Oh yeah.
She looks good, man. Look like it'll float.
It looks a little bit better than it did.
Yeah, it's come a long ways, I tell you what.
I like it. That's amazing.
Yeah, she got a little wet last night. A little unexpected rain you all brought with you.
Jeez, right?
Well, at least it's not the foot of snow like we got at our house. That's awesome.
The fact that this thing was under the water for 30 years and it looks like this now with just a little polishing is pretty awesome.
Yeah, because honestly, we didn't do, I mean, we sanded a lot of this mud and crud off of it, but the seats, I just steam cleaned them.
That's
awesome.
Crazy.
We did put gauges in it.
That long and didn't fall apart
I
any
know,
worse than
right?
The
that.
whole thing, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
Too bad the engine cover floated away and was gone.
it's going to be interesting to have him tell his story and
See what actually happened.
Yeah.
Have you been reading the comments? We're idiots.
Are we?
This boat's gonna fall in half.
Really?
Yeah.
The motor will never run either,
No,
right?
motor will never run. It's just idle.
Never run again. I love that.
For someone to explain to me how the motor wasn't rusted
Well,
inside.
so
Yeah.
that's the original hot foot throttle pedal and cable.
Anybody that sinks a boat, that's probably a little traumatic.
Yeah, when you sink a boat and you got your whole family on board and you barely get away with your life and everything you had that day is on the boat, like all their IDs, I'm sure he lost his wallet, I'm sure he lost everything. They didn't have nothing. They had their swimming trunks on, like, and barely got out of the thing. You know, we counted at least 6 life vests, so it's like,
Right.
did they even have life jackets?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
yeah.
easy to sink a boat when it's like bad weather.
With a dead motor, you're down.
So we don't know exactly what he knows, the owner, and I'm guessing since we flew him clear out here, he might have a little suspicion. He knows about the boat, but I don't think he has any idea that his boat that's been under the water for 30 years is gonna be on the lake again running. So it's gonna be awesome. Let's go eat some breakfast and plan this out.
I'm ready.
Let's do it. So these guys have been raving about this restaurant, so
Yeah, I ate this last time I was here, and I've been waiting for it again. We're gonna go do a little reconnaissance down at the beach and see where we're doing this and try to get our game plan together. We want this to be cool for these guys because they haven't seen this boat in like 30 years, so.
I'm getting excited. Are you guys getting excited?
Yeah, I'm a little nervous actually. I don't even know why, but I am.
You are?
Yeah, I don't, it's kind of weird. Not about the boat, I'm kind of worried about the dude. Like, I don't know if he's gonna be interested in his boat still, or, I mean, he's here, so that tells me he's somewhat interested, but.
Are you guys nervous or excited?
Excited.
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 It's gonna be great.
I'm
Can't
excited
wait
to
to
rip
see
it
it.
across the lake.
We're here, and look at this. Look how beautiful. Take a scan of that. Does that thing move?
Should we go try it out?
We should. Let's go. Gotta be in the motion. Woohoo!
That's enough. You know how to skip a rock, Michelle? You found one? Oh,
little guy.
don't throw your arm out now. What?
What
You're throwing
is
it like a
that?
frisbee. What was? Oh, you did get one.
I
though.
told you I know how to skip a
That was,
rock. Oh, look how good Hunter is. Look,
yeah.
like a 5 skipper. We've picked out the location where this is all going to take place and sent them a pin, and now we're just getting some other things together and we'll be ready to rock.
All right, game plan is we're gonna roll down where these guys always launch their stuff, which is quarter-ish mile from where Michelle's gonna be, and we're gonna roll around the point, and then they'll be able to see their boat, and we'll drive up to them and they'll get to see it.
It's going to be awesome.
You see a floater? This water's cold, guys. This is a lot better in July, I'm just saying.
oh, that is so cool.
She's floating, dude! I love it. I love it. She's good.
We're underway.
30 years, this boat is rolling. Oh yeah.
Pretty awesome. No, this is sweet. I'm kind of shocked myself. I gotta sit up here and sip
This is cool. How can you not smile at this, right?
being sunk to float.
I didn't think this was possible.
Motor sounds good.
It does.
We're testing it right now.
That's right. Looks like a test to me.
Can't believe that thing set in the bottom of Lake Powell for 30 years and floating again, right?
Okay, so they just pulled up in the parking lot. They're walking towards us. The nerves are kicking in a little bit. I'm so excited to meet them and show them their surprise that we have in store for them. They know there's a boat, but they don't know that's on the lake currently. Brian, how are you doing? Michelle, Bobby. Nice to meet you guys. How was your house last night?
Oh, the house is fabulous.
Good. You guys kind of know why you're here. Paul and the guys currently are actually bringing the boat. We thought that it would be cool to like have it by the lake. And yeah, I think they're just gonna like drive it down here. Okay. And then we'll just have you guys sit here.
Now that I've got the owners to believe that their boat is going to be pulled by a trailer to be parked for a quick photo op and interview, I make small talk with them while Paul and the boys drive the boat towards them.
All right, these guys are on the beach. We can see them. We're rolling out. We just beached the whole thing clear up on the beach. Yeah, you hit it at like 40 and just, you want to just hit it at about 45? Just roll right up on it.
And how did you learn about our boat?
TikTok. I'll show you the video. Really? So we went and checked it out, and it was in fairly good condition for 30 years old under the water.
Oh, well, you know, Brian is the one that found the boats on YouTube by that Thor the Explorer guy.
And that was the other video that we watched where we saw it.
Because Brian had always felt like the boat was out there, you know, and he just had this feeling, so he started searching for it, and came across that video.
I don't know if you guys realize this, but that's your boat. We're actually not going to drive on a trailer to us.
I seen that.
After all, it is running under its own power currently, and it's all original from 30 years under the water.
That's nuts.
There's the boat, Brian. You guys want to get closer? Come on.
There's the boat, man.
You do.
I'm good. It floats, it runs, it drives.
That's
This is Merlin. This is
Paul's-
the guy
Paul's
that made it
cousin.
run and drive.
Nice to meet you, man. Nice to meet you, man.
And we're so excited that you guys came. Seriously,
No, it's
I know.
awesome.
I know it was like, we don't know what's going on. Why do you want us to come clear to Lake Havasu? You're not telling us any details.
Well, the last time we were here was when we got married 35 years ago.
Really?
No kidding.
30. It'll be 34 next year.
Holy cow. Congratulations. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
that's amazing. Good anniversary present, right?
Just dying to know about what happened that day.
Yeah, might be difficult, but I can.
Well, you know what? Taking the boat apart, finding it, it was emotional for me. Because I have kids, and I know Paul has kids.
And we've both been on the lake in some pretty bad situations before ourselves.
We've grown up on Lake Powell.
Yeah.
In fact, our family reunion is less than a half a mile where that boat sat in its grave for 30 plus years. So to find kids' toys, I mean, all your belongings that were seen on that boat, we knew you got off of it in a hurry.
We've been there. We know what
When
that lake has.
When that one went down, it was the only thing that floated was the ice chest, the engine lid cover, and a couple of seat cushions.
That's why we never found the engine lid cover.
Right? It was the first time.
With the
We never
exception
even
of the
imagined
children.
that this was, we honestly thought mostly we were just cleaning Lake Powell up. We were gonna go get a cool video of him and his wrecker and us dragging a boat out. Once we lifted it up, like, man, this thing's pretty solid. We should put a motor in this and see if it'd float again. So, and then tearing the motor out, he hands me a breaker bar and he's like, hey, see if that turns over. Dang motor turned over, then we tore it apart and it runs. So yeah, we have to make a boat out of it. At that point, stuff that happened to that boat shouldn't, I mean, the motor should be completely junked.
Yeah.
30 years underwater, and then a year just sitting on the bank.
Right.
Should have been
July of 93.
July of 93, so the sticker was the, we figured it was somewhere in that time frame. It's still got your stickers on it. We didn't take them off. They're all,
It was a family vacation, and he was 18 months old. Kristen, she's over there, she was 10 years old. Greg says he was behind us, but he was in front of us. I know he was in front of us, and we got separated. We turned the point to Wawee, and it was a monsoon right there, just a solid wall, 40-mile-an-hour winds and 4-foot swells. And I just made a run for Wawee boat launch.
that place is,
Sorry. I made a run for the launch, and we got all the way to the launch, and the motor went dead right at the buoys outside the boat ramp. And nobody would stop and help us.
Nope.
oh really?
Yeah.
So it floated for a while right there.
I
We were taking on water, trying to bail it out.
And people
Yeah.
were like going by you?
I signaled
'cause they're all
about 8
going in.
boats, about 8 to 10 boats, and everybody just went by. Nobody would stop.
That's crazy.
The dinner cruise boat out there.
Uh-huh.
With all the
all the
tourists
Tourists.
taking pictures of us in our
Oh,
worst
yeah.
moment ever.
He even went by us, but when he went
He
by
didn't
us,
even stop?
he went by
That's the
us,
first
and
time.
he called salvage crew to come get us, but they were out getting somebody else and said they couldn't get there, but he kept going. And he went down, and around that was when there was the island there.
Yep.
He went down and around the island, and when he came back, we were in his line of path, and that's the only reason he stopped. He said, stay in the boat, salvage crew's coming to get you. And I said, I can't, I'm taking on water, I got the kids, you gotta take them. And he wouldn't take them.
Holy cow.
So I said, if anybody's gonna die that day, it's gonna be me. And I took my life jacket off, I took all the life jackets, stacked them around her and the kids. And she was holding our youngest in her arms. He was 10 months old at the time. Lex was standing, she was in the passenger seat, he was between her legs and the dash. And I grabbed our youngest, St. John, and I just picked him up and I just threw him at the deck mate on the paddle wheel boat so that he had to catch him. And then I gave him the rope and he was trying to tie it off, and I got Lex and I took Lex off the boat, and then I got Bobby, and in the midst of all that, the ski rope deck mate got it wrapped around his leg.
Because they were trying to tie it off,
and he got the ski rope wrapped in his leg. And I got Bobby off, and I went back to try and tie off the back of the boat, and as soon as I stepped back off the deck into the bottom of the boat, the back end went underwater.
So it was mostly full already then.
Yeah, we couldn't bail fast enough.
No, there's no way. With 4-foot swells out there, you can't even stand up, let alone bail water.
At that time, I just turned around and the back end went under and the boat rolled straight up, and as it rolled straight up, I ran up the deck and leaped over the deck of the boat and landed onto the dinner cruise boat on the side of it right here. I just landed right across here. I was black and blue all the way across. And then I started yelling at the deck mate to get out of the rope because it was cinching down on his leg and it was going to pull him down with the boat. And the other deck mate pulled me up, and then we got that guy unwrapped out of the rope, and I said, let it go. And it went under.
Holy cow. I didn't think it was anything that dramatic. Holy jeez. Serious story, man. And all your stuff, whatever floated up, just floated up, and you couldn't even get it because the storm was going on.
The only thing that floated was the engine lid cover, the ice chest, and the seat cushions. And you could just see everything went right up, got sucked right up in the bow of the boat.
That's where it was. There was life jackets stuck up in there.
You could hear it just going.
How's
the
my
wind,
camera?
The air coming.
It wasn't someone took it.
Yeah, somebody stole your camera.
It wasn't in there anymore.
Yeah.
So anybody watching this, if you have any of their belongings from this boat, they would like them back.
Well, we really appreciate you guys coming. I know that
No, it's
wasn't
awesome.
easy to tell us the story because we talked about it. We're like, whatever happened to them was very traumatizing.
Tearing it apart, we figured some of the story out. We could piece it together. We knew it had to have been a storm the way it went down.
Because we tried to go back and get it. My brother is a diver, and he dove, and we couldn't find it. And after that, seeing the video, I know we would have never found it. It was so far away from where it went under.
So it's still your boat. It still has expired registration in your name from 1993. Whatever happened to the trailer?
We sold it.
Sold the trailer. It was
Pretty hard coming back with an empty trailer.
I bet.
I can't even imagine.
Well, it was better an empty trailer than no kids.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep.
Hopefully this story ends up, you know, better than it was at Lake Powell. So we can end it better at Lake Havasu, right? By the way, we got to talk about something really fast. Do you remember what you were listening to in the stereo?
Oh yeah. What we had a bet going forever.
Let's get your wife. Hey Bobby, come back.
We had a bet going on since we picked the boat up what the tape was, and we know what it is. We figured it out.
We got the tape player out, and it was stuck in there, and we were all making bets onto what you guys listened to. Uh-oh. So we all made bets.
What tape is in the tape?
Do you guys remember?
Or
Nope.
no, AC/DC.
Close.
Van Halen.
Yes.
Yeah. And no one won the bet.
I was like, that's Van Halen.
Yeah.
I said, that guy's my age, 2 kids, 1993. He was listening to Van Halen.
And we still listen to Van Halen. Are you guys going to take it back out?
Yeah, it can run and drive.
So do you guys want to take it for a ride?
I think Brian and Lex should go. I ain't going.
You ready for a ride again? I think you go for it. Stay along.
That's right.
I've never actually been under the London Bridge. Yeah.
So how are you feeling right now, Bobby? Seeing that out there again.
It's amazing. Never would have thought.
Pretty crazy to be driving this thing again. There's the bridge. super nice boat before.
I had a C10 Chevy truck, 82, that matched it for me.
Really?
Yeah. It was lower.
Oh yeah.
4 to 6 inch drop.
Oh yeah.
And it was, I had it painted white, and then I had like where the molding goes along the bottom, it was yellow, and then pinstripe black and yellow, and it matched the boat.
That's cool. Lots of good memories in the boat though, right?
Yeah.
That's the ones I'd remember. It never had an insurance claim on it.
Right. We didn't do the insurance.
Yeah. The boat should be junked by all rights. It really should, but it's just not. There's going to be people that won't believe you. There's people that don't believe us that it runs and floats right.
He just lost his own police.
Who did?
Paul did. It
Oh!
has so much throttle, it ripped him off.
I would rather not give that thrill to anybody than him.
Exactly.
So,
no doubt.
I'm glad that him and his son got to enjoy that.
She rips. Oh yeah. Holy cow.
How was it? How's that? How was riding on your boat?
It's identical to the way it was when I had it.
It was awesome.
Yeah?
It was awesome.
We have a few items that we want to give you guys. We wish we could give you more, but we found everything that we possibly could so we could give it back to you.
Oh.
We found a teething ring.
Oh.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
We have, I'm assuming, your little airplane.
Probably.
And your little Goofy. Do you remember those?
Okay, I remember
Do you
this
remember
one.
any of that
I
stuff?
don't remember this one. I remember
You
this
do remember those?
one. Yeah.
Really? Little Happy Meals. I'm guessing that's a Happy Meal toy. This is crazy to me. Baby Tylenol.
Oh. Oh my God.
Still in there. Might be a little outdated. We've got sunblock. I'm not even
For the
joking, you
kids.
guys. 30 years under.
It still smells.
Oh yeah, it
Oh
still
my
smells
gosh.
exactly like the baby
Wow.
stuff.
Isn't that
Wow.
insane?
Yeah.
And then this is where I'm like, okay, we can find these guys. Because we got your son's medical cards. Isn't that crazy that was all under the water for 30 years? Thank you so much for coming, seriously. Memory.
Yep, thanks for taking a chance on us. We only wanted this to be good. We didn't want to stir up bad memories or anything, because we just wanted it to be cool, to get your boat back and see it and remember the good stuff
Oh,
you
there's
had.
one more thing. This is a piece of your boat.
Oh.
I know if I'd have been through what you guys went through, this is probably all I would want.
Wow.
That's off of your boat.
Thank you so much. Wait, we're speechless, really.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Thanks for sharing your story.
Thank you. For everything.
Thanks for coming out.
Day 2. We're at Merlin's, and the people didn't really get to see their boat because there was only like 6 inches of it sticking out of the water. They're gonna come check it out and see what they want to do with this thing.
Bobby hasn't seen the boat yet. So are you ready to go see the boat a little closer up?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we went in.
That's what you were floating in yesterday.
So what oil did you put in this thing?
Yeah, what oil did you run in this boat? Do you remember?
I want to say straight 40 weight.
What kind?
What kind? What brand?
I was always precedent to the Valvoline.
Valvoline 40 weight, baby.
Yeah, that's
There it is.
We're
Because
buying
I wonder,
stock in
because it
Valvoline
doesn't make
40
any
weight.
sense why things are still there.
the boat's done. It's as done as we can make it. It's good. It floats. It runs. It drives. These guys got to see it again. So they'll decide what they're gonna do with it, and we'll let you guys all know. So.
And it's been an awesome series, and we've had a great time. Merlin did an awesome job on it. And who would have thought that a boat that was under the water for 30 years could rip out at Lake Havasu again, right?
Not me.
Maybe we'll take it out to Powell this summer. Who knows? Thanks
Thanks
for
for
watching.
watching.